What's up, guys? My name is Alex Penn, and I'm going to be walking you guys through a lap here at the Chicago Street Course in the NASCAR B-Class Xfinity car. I'm in the Camaro here, and we'll start the lap right here. All right, here we go for a lap. As we make our way down towards turn number one, we're gonna look for this second set of arrows, getting on the brakes just before them, going down 2 gears into second gear, staying as far along that right wall as possible before making our turn in. We're going to aim right for that inside wall and just miss it just by a little bit. Try and get the best apex we can as we come all the way back out to the wall. Also making sure we keep our rear tires underneath us, as that'll help us a lot in the long run. As we make our way off of turn number one and towards turn two, we're going to keep our eyes once again on the ground here as we look for this set of arrows on the right. Braking just a little bit before them once again, but this time it's the first set of arrows. A heavy initial brake, get the car slowed down before we come almost entirely off of the brake as we make our initial turn. And that's going to help keep the car a little bit more stable as if you carry too much brake or really any brake into this corner, the back end is going to want to snap around on you. So we're going to give it a little bit of maintenance throttle as we actually make our way through the corner. Once again, all the way out to the wall, trying to keep our rear tires underneath us as we make our way off the corner and over these bumps. As we make our way off of turn number three, we're going to edge our... No, not enough time. As we make our way off of turn number three, we're going to edge our way towards this left side wall here, braking between the three and the four, getting down 2 gears down into second gear and turning in right around this number one board and holding that brake pressure as we continue to downshift. And now once again, getting back to that maintenance throttle helps a lot, keeping those rears under you. It's going to help build back some lap time as you make your way towards an apex of a corner, giving it a little bit more trail brake as we set ourselves up for this second corner here. Going to want to get next to both of the points in on this right side wall here. Um, Let the car track out a couple of inches between them just to make sure that you don't clip that inside wall, especially that second one, as it'll bite you. And we'll make our way all the way to the outside of this corner, getting our right sides all the way up alongside this white line. Now heading into one of the toughest braking zones on the whole track. We're going to keep our eyes on the right side wall as we get up to fourth gear and staying on the throttle all the way past these set of Geico boards, and then kind of right in the middle of those Geico boards and this number four board, we're gonna get on the brakes hard, just under 100% brake pressure, down into second gear, and we're gonna look for a bit of a later apex as the wheels are hopping. It's gonna be tough to keep the car underneath you as you make your turn in, so the less brake you can give it, the better. And we're gonna just kind of wait to get on the throttle. You can see I'm giving it a bit of a half throttle as I'm trying to save the car in the process. Once we get that car straightened up, though, we're going to get back on the power, full throttle, and shift up to third as we make our way over the top of the hill here. And right as we hit the crest of the hill, we're going to get on the brakes and quickly down into second gear. Not a lot of brake pressure as we don't have a lot of weight on the front end. So you're going to have to kind of keep an eye on that. Make sure you don't lock your tires up. And we make our turn in. Once again, looking for a bit of a later apex as I clip the inside wall just a smidge and getting all the way out to that Xfinity board. It's going to be a little bit tight, but there's a lot of lap time to be gained there. We'll make our way into the first corner of the carousel here. This right-hander just giving it a little bit of a trail brake to get the car slowed down, but not put too much weight on the front end, and giving it some maintenance throttle through the corner as well to try and get the weight back on the rear end and get ourselves set up for this carousel. And we'll start it off in second gear and shift up to third right here, and just kind of keep it on the inside as much as possible outside of the center of the corner here, where we'll drift out a little bit, get the car back to that left side and try and get it as straight as possible before snapping the car back over to the right and keeping it in third gear. We're going to aim for this inside wall and just try to miss it in a sense as we get the car straightened back out again along parallel with the McDonald's boards here. Heavy brake again and down into second gear. and we're gonna try and keep the car to the inside and avoid try and avoid some of those bumps as we make our way to the exit. And you got to be patient on the throttle here, just to make sure you don't clip that outer wall, as it's a pretty devastating one to hit. Approaching the final corner on the track here, up into third gear as we approach these last set of arrows, using those as our braking marker. On the brakes hard, not overly hard as we're still coming off that crest of the bridge. Down into second gear. This is more of a casual corner compared to some of the other ones on the track. As we track out here, we're going to try and stay somewhat off of the outside wall as there's a huge dip in the ground. As you can see, the left front kind of dipping into it a little bit, but can also track out a little bit, but it can be a little bit more dangerous as we'll get back up into third and fourth gear to finish off the lap here at Chicago.